Hey guys, what is up? TheNeoCubest here. Welcome to my ultimate 1.14 survival house. It's a really cool survival house. I like how it turned out. I used some of the new blocks, like we've got these andesite walls, we've got these diorite walls, these stone slabs, all new 1.14 blocks, as well as the campfires and lanterns. And then we got some scaffolding here, and I don't know, this is not the house, this is just the top part of it, but it's got a really cool decorative thing. You got a nice little spire here with some spruce trapdoors. But let's get into the actual house itself. So we got a little trapdoor here, close the fence gate, close the trapdoor, and you're all secure. So walking in, we have the main area, which is the only room in the house. Well, there's two rooms down there, but I digress. Right here, we have some blast furnaces as well as some smokers. We've got the stone cutter up here. We've got the grindstone and an anvil. Got barrels over here, more lanterns, scaffolding, a new cornflower flower, which is new. You know, a nice little bedroom here utilizing the new bookshelf default textures. And by the way, this video is filmed in the default texture pack. This is how 1.14 is looking. It's really, really nice. So if you guys want to learn how to build this entire thing, stick around, but let me get down below. So as you can see, a pretty nice house. It's got that white glass, which is made from bones now, so it's very easy to get it. Right in here, we have our, if I could close the trap door, we have, oh, that's not supposed to be there. We have a nice enchanting room, full 30, with some storage and a lantern up there. And then down here, we have a full mine. So I thought this was a pretty cool build. If you guys want to learn how to build this exact thing block by block, step by step, stick around for the build tutorial. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so for your 1.14 ultimate survival house / base thingy, you're going to need to find the materials found on my help bar below. You're going to be using some lanterns, some campfires, some scaffolding, as well as some other things just to sort of spruce the build up and make it into a 1.14 build. But the first step is going to be breaking 3 grass blocks on the ground. You're going to need somewhat of a flat area, and then we're going to be placing 1 on the corners, and then we're going to do that same sort of pattern with the 3, and then 1 on the corner, and then just do 3 more on the corner, 3 more, and then it should line up, and you should have something resembling a circle. All right, now on the inside of this, we're gonna break out this layer right here, and that's gonna be where our glass goes. Now, it's really easy to get white glass now because all you need is some bones from some skeletons or something. So it's really quite simple to get. So don't worry about that material being sort of hard to get. You just craft bone into bone meal, then bone meal into white dye. So you can actually get white dye very easily. So the glass is gonna go everywhere right there. Now, there's gonna be some leaves on top of these logs. So we're gonna wanna do those all the way around the entire build. Now, as you can see in the middle here, we have somewhat of an entrance. So if you wanna do that, you can go ahead and build it now. So I actually sort of messed up here, not really. We're gonna wanna put the glass block right there. The entrance is gonna be right here. And then we're gonna extend these logs just one out like this, just with 3. And then you can go ahead and plop your fence gate down. And then we're gonna need a trapdoor as well. Just an oak trapdoor will work. And if you're not noticing so far, I'm using the texture pack, just the default one for 1.14. So it's pretty cool. I'm actually kind of liking it a lot. So we're gonna have the trapdoor right here, and we're gonna get down below this. And we're actually gonna be breaking this 4 blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. And you want to make sure you dig out the entire thing 4 blocks deep, and you just want to dig it out in the bounds of those logs that you place. Now, some of those logs will extend down, and they're just oak logs, so they're not hard to get or anything, but some of them will extend down. But come in here and just sort of break out your base in the shape of your logs, just like this, and you'll have the inside of your base ready to go. Now, as far as bringing these logs down, it's going to be the ones that are in the corners, just like this. Now, over here on the entrance, it does get a little bit confusing, but it's just these ones right here. So just the ones on the corner. And then for the build in here, we're going to be using cobblestone for the walls, but we're going to go ahead and build the exterior first before we get inside that. But that should be your actual base. So let's go ahead and design a few things here. Alright, so first things first, we're going to be putting, these are andesite walls, so a new 1.14 block. We're going to be putting these on the corners of the entryway area. Then we're going to plop down some campfires on top. It makes for a nice little tiki torch, like a literal one, since now it actually has a flame. I'm going to line, these are smooth stone slabs, or just stone slabs they're called now. And they're 1.14, so we're just going to add them all the way around. And I think it adds a nice little, it adds some texture. It looks nice. And then in the middle here, we're going to be building this little scaffolding area. So we're going to grab diorite and then diorite blocks. So diorite walls, sorry, and then diorite blocks. We're going to build this up 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a full block of diorite on top. Now, I know diorite isn't 1.14, but however, the wall from diorite is from 1.14. And then we're going to take these, and then here, let me just grab that. Now, I just chose to grab some random heads right here and then some scaffolding, and then all I did was sort of place these just on top of the house. Honestly, like, you could just put pots here. You don't have to use heads. I just thought that this looked cool. I thought it was a nice addition to the build, although it really is like completely unnecessary. As you can see, it's somewhat covered, so I mean, it's not like, I don't know, it's not like these heads will get damaged or anything out here, even though they can't actually get damaged, but you know what I mean, like they're out here and they're not technically faring the you know, like the weather out here. But I did some trapdoors that are made of spruce in a pattern like that, and then on top of this I just went one over as well. So I thought this was a cool design element. I hadn't seen it in another house before, although it's definitely completely aesthetic. On top of these heads I chose to place lanterns, so you'll have to crouch when you place these, but they'll go ahead and plop down perfectly just right there. So we're also going to be taking some fence, and we're going to add a few of these things here as per my girlfriend's suggestion. So I thought it looked really nice. I had them in another place originally, and I think it turned out a little weird, but we're going to be putting these fences right here with some lanterns on top. And that will pretty much complete our exterior. There's only a few more things we have to add here, like some dark oak signs, but honestly, it's not very hard. I'm just trying to remember where they all go. So let me take a couple pictures, and then I'll get to that. Okay, so out front, they're right here. Oh, and you don't want to type anything. These are new 1.14 spruce fences, so they look spruce signs. I think they look absolutely stunning. I love that you can like sort of line things with them. I don't know, I think they look pretty cool. And then we're going to be putting two back here, just like that. And then you want to make sure you don't write anything on them. So it's a normal craft recipe for a sign. You just use spruce wood. I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I hope I got that right. Yeah, close enough. It really doesn't matter where they are, but those signs add just another layer of texturing. Now, I know that you can just sort of walk into this thing. That's not the point. This isn't the actual house. The actual house is what we're going to get started on now. So we're going to need a few things here. I'll grab them off camera. Okay, so starting off with the build, we're going to need some pretty simple materials. I also chose to bring this log down just sort of since this is our entryway. Now keep in mind, if you do put ladders here, when the trapdoor opens, it will actually act like a ladder, allowing you to climb. I don't know if that's from 1.14, I think it was like that 1.13 as well, but I don't know, I thought it was a really cool feature that they sort of changed that. So cobblestone is going to be our wall choice in here, not a 1.14 block, but there's not a whole lot of new like full blocks, but as you can see, the default texture pack has changed a little bit, and if you ask me, I'm a fan. I think it looks nice. I'm glad they finally updated some textures. Definitely a fan of the logs. They look like they have a lot more depth. And then for the floor in here, I'm going to be using spruce wood planks, which do have a new texture. All the new planks have new textures, and I don't know, I think they look pretty nice. Like, these are some oak wood, this is some spruce, and we'll just pull some jungle just real quick. So as you can see, they're a little bit different, and I think they look kind of nice. So I sort of broke that a little bit quick. But yeah, that's the basis of your build. If you don't want to know how to build on the inside, you don't have to watch, but I'm going to design it on the inside now. Alright, so first things first, we're going to design a wall that's directly to the left as you step in the build, so just right here. So what I chose to do is put some of these smokers here, which you can cook food a little bit, or sorry, blast furnaces on top, which you use to cook ores quicker, and then smokers are for the food, and it cooks them quicker. And then up here, I took some of the 1.14 stone stairs, and then just made a little bit of a shelf like this with a slab in the middle. I chose to put my saw in the middle. I put my grindstone right here, and then I put an anvil up here just because it kind of fits. I don't know, it's kind of nice to be able to look at those blocks. You could change the orientation and play around with it a little bit if you wanted to, but something like that looks pretty cool. And then in the corners here, I just put some trapdoors down just to add a little bit of extra texture. And then there is a lantern right here and a lantern right here. Cool, so that wall's complete. Alright, now over on the wall with the ladder right here, I chose to take some barrels and I just sort of plop them right here. So it adds for some nice storage, and it's pretty simple to get to and whatnot. Also another lantern right here, as well as a piece of scaffolding with a pot and one of the new 1.14 flowers, the cornflower, which looks absolutely stunning. Love the way it looks. So there's a wall right next to this one, if I could scroll over my pictures, right? And I take pictures on my phone of the build, like, because I've already done one, like over here, and I'll take pictures and I use it for the tutorial, which is funny. It's kind of cheating, but at the same time, like, not really. You want to break out these blocks, and you want to make sure they are filled in with cobblestone as well, and then you want to just sort of break out those 3x3 area below it, and then just sort of fill in the area. This is just an area for chests, so it's not too hard to do really at all. And then we're just going to put some double chests on this side, some singles on this side, and then just 2 lanterns just like that. So that wall is complete. Alright, so for our final wall in the build, minus the enchanting room and the mining area, we're going to place some pretty simple blocks. Okay, so first of all, we want to carry out in that lantern pattern. We're going to put the bed right here. We're going to put a crafting table in front of that with a little dark oak pressure plate on top of that. Now we're going to take some stairs here and do something a little bit funky. So we're going to put the stairs right here, just right side up. So they should just be right side up like that. And then you want to make sure that you take your cobblestone and on those little corner blocks, just sort of place them as well as right here. And the next step is, well, I'll admit, it's a little bit weird, but it actually turns out really cool. So we're going to put some books here, and because of the new book texture and default, you can see that you can split them halfway. See how they did that? You can split it on above or below, and it makes like a little half bookshelf. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I was playing around with it, honestly. I did not know this was a thing, and I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm glad they changed that. I'm going to put some stairs right here. I'm going to break these blocks and these blocks under it. I'm going to be putting cobblestone behind all of these. And then we're going to make one of those half bookshelves right next to your bed, which is nice. I'm going to put a painting right here. And then we're going to put a pot with a blue orchid. Now, it can be on either side, but I chose to do it like that. I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool looking bedroom. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the bedroom like that? Do you like the new half texture? Let me know what you think of all the new textures, by the way, in the comments. I'd love to see your thoughts. And I'll reply to every single comment. That's right, you got the Neo promise. The Lee guarantee. My real name's Lee, if you didn't know. I said it before in my Let's Play, I think. Okay, so we're going to dig down here, and we're going to break the first block, then we're going to break 1, 2, 3 more below it. We're going to bring this oak log down. We're going to put a trapdoor on top, just right there. And then we're going to put some ladders under it down into this area. Now we're going to break out a decently sized area. So first starting off with a 2x2, and then extending the walls one more into a 3x3, and then just sort of, I think that was the right size. Let me check. Okay, so for the floor in this room, and it is the right size, by the way. For the floor in this room, we're going to be using spruce planks, so just continuing that same pattern. We're going to put the actual enchantment table right here in the middle, and then all around the edges here, we're just going to place our bookshelves. Now, I know it's a little bit extra on the bookshelves, but if you have bookshelves, you probably have some sort of farm to get them, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Now, over here, on a select few areas, I'm going to be putting some stairs that are just right side or upside down like that, and then I'm going to be extending the cobblestone behind it. And I'm just going to add a few things, like right here I'm going to put a chest, and then I'm going to put an anvil. I know we already have an anvil, but 2 can't hurt. So we have a chest right here, and then over on these blocks, now keep in mind that if you break some of these blocks, you're going to want to make sure you fill in the behind area with the right block. So we're going to put cobblestone right here, and then right here. And then see, like this block right here, you don't want it to be smooth stone. You want to change it to your ceiling material, and then we're just going to put some things like that. Now I did chose that's where's the lantern? Oh, it's not lantern, it's lantern. Okay, so I chose to put like a lantern, like I think it was right here. It really doesn't matter. You can either hang it from the ceiling or you can just place it. I sort of like how it looks so it's just sitting on the bookshelf. Now over here I had another double chest. Now the thing is about these, that's your actual floor blocks, so make sure you place them upside down or else it'll look a little bit weird. And then over here you can do the same sort of thing. It really doesn't matter wherever you choose to do it. It's not going to really matter, but these are like for storing books and stuff. I sort of thought, at least. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like again, I think I've said it doesn't really matter like 80 times, but okay, we're going to take some scaffolding here, and since we broke that, and we're just going to, oh. Okay, well, pots float now. I love the new cornflower. Let me know, do you guys like the cornflower? Because they haven't added new flowers in a while, and I was kind of, at first, I was like, but I don't know, it's sort of growing on me. I think it looks pretty cool. Now, up here, since we have a couple of extra spots, of course, you can always add some little pots and make things look nice, so we could have a wither rose, a lily of the valley, which are both new. The wither rose is cool. It emits a little dark thing, and if it's on the ground, on the grass, I'll give you a little tip. If it's on the grass, it actually kind of, well, I'm in creative, but it hurts you. It gives you the wither effect, which is kind of interesting. So let's come back inside the house, and let's finish this with the mining area. So, of course, this is the enchantment area. It works. Full 30. We'll do a little verification just for you guys who are skeptical. But full 30, unbreaking 3, efficiency 3. That's literally perfect. Okay, so we're gonna break down this again. We're gonna break the floor block and then break 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then you want to extend the ladder down. So we're gonna do the exact same pattern. It's gonna be the exact same sized room. And then we're even going to copy it down to the trapdoor, which is right there. So again, you can crawl up and down it like it is a ladder. I'm not sure how that works 100%, but I'm not complaining. I think it's pretty cool. So let's dig out this little mining room area, just like that. And then there's a couple of things we can do in here, right? So I'm going to carry on that same floor material in here. So what I chose to do is right here, I chose this to sort of be where the actual mine is. So just something like this, just a 2x2 staircase that just goes down to however far you want to go. Something like that. So it's pretty simple to do. Now, all I did was just sort of place torches randomly in here. I didn't do one of those super fancy mines or anything like that, so don't expect that from this tutorial. But if you watch my other house builds, you'll sort of see where I do them. But definitely on the floors, you want to do these stairs just because it's going to make it much easier to get up and down. Then you go ahead and extend it one into your room. It's not going to matter. Now, the walls in here, you can do cobblestone just like this. I mean, it's really not that important that you carry that over. You could really do whatever block you want. You could do brick. You could do a variety of things. Like, look, if you have some extra brick and you want to use it down here, watch this. This spruce material, this oak log, everything, all the new textures, the new brick texture, absolutely beautiful. I love it. I really love all the new textures. I think they're absolutely incredible. Mojang, or whoever runs Minecraft now, you did an excellent job. So props to all of them at the team. We're going to take some armor stands here, and we're just going to do some armor. I'm going to grab the quickest armor I can, just leather right here. And where are the pants? Can't forget pants. That's illegal. Okay, so we'll fill in this armor stand just like that. And then I chose to put another piece of scaffolding here. I chose to just take a pot. And then I think I put a cactus in here, so we'll put another cactus. The new cactus texture, I haven't seen it actually, so you know what? We'll do a little live testing for 1.14. There we go. Okay, well, you know, I like that a lot better because used to the spines, the little like things that like stab you, they were like black. And like in real life, they're all like white, so it's like, why was it like that? So I'm glad they changed the spine color, or whatever they're called. I'm gonna take a painting here and place it behind here. I know it's kind of useless since it's like a mining area, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. I'm gonna actually put an upside down stair there, which means you got to carry that floor material and then break this back, and then carry the wall material back as well, and then the floor too. And then hopefully we can just grab a chest from like right here, and we'll just put 3 chests down just for some cobblestone storage or something. Now you can also do the exact same thing right here. So with these stairs, just make sure these ones can be just right side up. You're not even going to notice the difference. And then carry the wall, carry the floor, and then take the chests, and now you have more. See, I'm a poet at heart, I promise. We're gonna take some blast ferni, which is the correct way to say it. Don't correct me, it's ferni. And we're just gonna put some blast furnaces right there, and I just said it the right way. Just funny. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire build. I like the way it turned out. Let me know in the comments how you guys liked it. If you guys want to copy this exact thing, go ahead. That's exactly why I made this video. I'm using the default texture pack, so there's still a link to Faithful down there because I'm too lazy to change the links, but this is default with just shaders. If you guys really want to see my shaders, look right here, BSL Medium V32. You guys always tell me there's some modified settings. Well, look, we'll go in here, we'll go to shaders, we'll go to shader options. That is literally the exact options. I have not changed a single thing in here. I really haven't. That's all how it was. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more 1.14 builds, and just, I guess all houses are going to be 1.14 now, but if you want to see more builds, be sure to click that subscribe button so you're notified when I upload. But you're not actually notified if you subscribe, so click that bell too, turn on the notifications for my channel. I promise the only thing I upload is a survival let's play and house tutorials, so I'm not going to be spamming you with some weird stuff. But if you guys would like to join the family, you're welcome to. I try to reply to every comment on my channel, and it's really hard, and I know a lot of you appreciate it, and I'm really appreciative that you appreciate it. But if you guys want to try to get me to 1,000 likes in this video, that would really help. We don't have to get 1,000 likes, but I don't know, I spent a lot of time on this build. I thought it looked pretty cool. It's definitely one of my more interesting builds, and I love that I finally did a tutorial in the default texture pack. So let me know, give me feedback on the video. Let me know if you want to see more default texture pack videos or anything like that. But I'll leave you guys with a piece of advice. Lanterns are really cool. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.